Hello, Admiral Realty fans. I'm standing here under the Park Center Bridge in Boise. Today I wanted to show you guys the Greenbelt. It's over 20 miles of trails, beaches along the river here in Boise. It's one of our greatest attractions. And I'm starting here just east of downtown Boise, and let's take a look around. So here you can see they've got a little beach area, a sandbar thing going on, a bunch of kids playing. And I'm under the bridge, and we just had some kayakers pass by over here. People love to come out, sit in the sun, fish, do all kinds of fun stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit better look and show you some of the areas surrounding here. So all of these areas have bike trails. You can see they painted lanes, and it goes along a whole bunch of parks in Boise, and there's areas. So here you can see there's the fishing rules. Year-round fishing is allowed. Pause this if you want to read more. And here's where I parked. There's parking in different areas so that you can park and go for a walk near your favorite area, or some of the city parks are nearby. So about 50 years ago, all of the river was surrounded by this thick undergrowth. And the city decided that they were going to clear this out, eminent domain some other property that wasn't being used, and they put in these trails and cleared out spaces by the river. And I think they've done a really good job. It took them until I think about 10 years ago is when they finished, so it was a 40-something year project. But there's great, little spots like this that you can come, sit, read a book. Just super, super beautiful. It's really popular for people to bring their pets along. And then here we've got a map of the whole Greenbelt. We'll have this as a link in the comment section of the video. And they've got trash cans so that you can take care of pet waste and not spoil this for everybody. Here we can have a whole bunch of people. It's summer right now, the end of June. So obviously this is a super popular place to bring. They've got nice steps going down to this area. And kids can come and explore and play. I'm gonna go through over here. All right, so now I'm over in this area. And you see we can come, you can find your own spot, set up chairs. We're in the shallower part of the river. The Boise area didn't get as much snow along with the rest of the west this year, so the water isn't as high as it can be. This time of the year it's usually about 6 inches higher. During the spring, when there's a heavy runoff, this whole area will be underwater, but given the fact that the water's so low, it gives us access to some really nice sections. Over here, I'm going to try and sneak by and get over here to the beach area that I just showed you. And this is managed by Parks and Recreations of the different cities, so it's going to stay clean. Obviously, people in Idaho have a high sense of personal responsibility.
Wow.
So we generally don't litter, and homelessness is against the law for these areas, so there's not going to be tent cities popping up. I'm sure a lot of people will enjoy hearing that. And I could do a whole nother video on how Boise does handle the homeless situation. It's pretty good. But let's get up here and take a look at the main river. This is the Boise River, which feeds into the Snake, which then feeds into the Columbia. In case one of you river buffs wants to know what's going on with this water. This river comes down from Lucky Peak Reservoir, which is where all of the valley's irrigation water comes. And today is just a super beautiful day. I'm glad I waited to do this video until it was really nice. The high today is going to be low 90s. It's already about 88 degrees, but it's not a bad heat. You know, everybody says, oh, it's just a dry heat. It actually really is. So I'm in jeans. Let me show you. Jeans and flip-flops. Good real estate attire. and I'm out here and I'm comfortable and I'm not sweating, but of course I'm not riding a bike. If I were riding a bike, I would definitely wear some shorts and probably a hat or a helmet. So in this water, let's just take a look at how clear and beautiful this water is. It's cold, I'm not gonna lie, but I'd have no problem letting my kids wade in this water. I wouldn't worry about them. I mean, obviously don't drink it, but in terms of just skin contact, I'm pretty comfortable with the water here in Boise. And here you can see way down here, there's another kayak floating under these bridges. There's these minor little rapid areas. They're not bad, so they're fine for the canoes and kayaks that you want to take. And there's places where you can put in and pull out, which is really a nice spot. I'll shoot this beach way zoomed out so it doesn't look like I'm capturing anybody's children. It just looks like I'm capturing the scenery. I've already got one concerned adult looking at me, but that's good. I mean, here in Boise, if somebody's being a creeper, I'm not being a creeper, but if somebody's being a creeper, the adults all look out for the children. So these two ladies over here found a really nice spot. They've got their chairs up. You can see they've got a couple of books, their phones. They're just enjoying the day. So I found a bench down here. I'm about a 4 or 5 minute walk from where I was shooting. And from here, let me show you, you can see a couple of different things. Let me see if I can swap this video. So you can see I was way down there. And here you can see, here's another one of these stone step inserts. But down there, that's the BSU stadium, which means all of BSU is right down there. And this river goes all along the north side of BSU. So the students get to enjoy the river as well. And I'm sitting on a bench, so there's benches. Down here you can see there's a picnic table, a grill so you could put some charcoal in there. It's really nice. I'm not going to go any further because I want to drive to the next spot that I want to show you, but you can see that the trail just goes on down. It is beautiful. There's people walking. I just heard somebody doing a business call. This is a beautiful place if you need to take care of some stressful conference calls. Go pick one of these spots on the river and then you can let nature be your ally. All right, let's move to the next spot. Let me just get a shot of these stone steps. They're really, really nice. Now, while I'm here, I will say that I've sold real estate along the river. It is a premium, so prices for houses that are walking distance or even on the water are higher than the rest of Boise, but it really does give those owners an enjoyable advantage to be able to access the river without having to load everything up in the car and go to one of the parking places like I did today. But even if you can't do that, it was a 4-minute drive for me to my house to where I'm at. I bring my kids down here, they love it, and I probably should exercise more, so this video is going to be my inspiration to get out and walk some more. I wanted to catch this spot to show you there are walking paths on both sides of the river for most of the way. So there's bridges to be able to cross, or you can park on either side. But that makes it really, really nice. If you've got a favorite spot that's not on the side that you're living on, you just take the car across the bridge, park on one of the other spots. So now I'm at Boise Whitewater Park. They've got several lakes, and then the river is over that way. But I wanted to film at this area because there's two really interesting things that I want to show you. Here we've got a life jacket loaner station where High Trust Society, Yay, Idaho, you borrow the life jacket and then you bring it back. And then this building right here is Idaho River Sports or something. I can't remember exact name, but they rent and sell kayaks and boards, and you can see that somebody just returned some of their stuff, and so the employee is cleaning it all up. Idaho River Sports. Okay, Idaho River Sports. But this is really nice to have right here. So if you want to come to this park and see a little bit of the action, that's definitely something that you can do. I was just down at this park about a week ago. My kids were doing some kayak training, and it is super, super beautiful. Let me just pan across this. Now this is a lake, and I'll walk over down this trail and I'll show you the way to the river. So here's another beach area on that same lake. You can see entry into the water is really easy. All kinds of people are enjoying their summer. Now there's a ton of parking here, but right now they're refinishing the parking lot, so you don't see any cars, but usually right here, all along here, there's a bunch of cars. So here's another one of the lakes at this park. A large beach area. And as you can see, there's covered eating tables, and way over there is the lake I was just filming at. Bunch of geese living it up. Some kids playing, and I like that they've got this little swim area roped off. Keep the younger kids safe. And we're gonna head over this way now. See, some of these guys are smaller than the others. These are the new babies this year right here. See their parent watching over them. About 2 or 3 months ago, they were all fluff, total fluff balls. That one's still got a little fluff on him. They still make sounds like babies. This one hurt his leg, that's a bummer. Hopefully he heals. Alright, this is the main Greenbelt path. Here's the bridge that goes over to the other side. And then up here I'm gonna go and show this. This is where Boise Whitewater Park gets its name. There's a little area where people can come and surf. But this is so nice. Like if you wanted to come and just sit and enjoy the shade, this would be the spot to do it. You got this little dam that creates a rapid. People can practice surfing on it. We're going over in kayaks. And I read somewhere that they engineered the base here so that it wouldn't have under swirls, that it would just kind of keep in a wave formation and not a swirl. So that's nice to know. I don't think Boise wants any lawsuits. They did a good job here. And then here we are on the other side of the lake where I started at Boise Whitewater Park. There's those two sandy beaches over there. Try not to step on goose poo. Beautiful view of the foothills. Up on the top of the foothill that's just behind those trees is Bogus Basin. So if you don't like summer sports, come ski with me. You'll have fun. All right, and that's Whitewater Park here in Boise.